Hi, I'm Jen Koenig. I'm going to be a host for you to entice you and encourage you to come to the 2025 EHS HazMat Summit, which is being held in Louisville, Kentucky on September 9th through 11th, 2025. My goal in this quick little video is to encourage you to not only put the summit itself on your calendar, but to come early and bring your family, bring your spouse, bring the kids, and make a long weekend of it before you go to the conference. There are so many things to see and do while you're in Louisville, Kentucky. This is a place I grew up and I raised my kids and my family here. It is a very family-friendly town. So whether you want to rent a bike and ride all across the waterfront area, or if you want to walk down to the walking bridge, which is less than a mile away from the Galt House where we'll be staying, or if you want to take the kids to Slugger Stadium to see a ball game, or if you want to go to the Slugger Museum and Factory, that's very close as well. Other museums are within walking distance, so we're less than a half a mile away from what we call Museum Row. So you've got the Fraser Museum, you've got a glass gallery where you can actually blow your own glass works of art, and we've got the Louisville Science Center is an exciting place to bring your kids, and frankly, it's fun just for adults. So speaking of adults, there's plenty for your spouse to do with you also. Whether you're into a craft scene, there's lots of art galleries and places to take craft lessons, blowing glass, painting, and of course you've got everyone's favorite, bourbonism. So it's a new type of tourism that we're doing here in Kentucky, is mixing bourbon with tourism. So you can walk out of the hotel and walk right next door to a whole group of distilleries that are all within walking distance. So it's a terrific time. You can see Evan Williams and Angel's Envy and Brown-Forman, Old Forester, and I don't even know how many we have. There are a lot, and they're all just walking distance, so no designated driver needed. So there's lots of fun stuff to do. Kentucky Center for the Arts is also just a few doors down from where you'll be, so there's always some good show playing there. And we have just a great food scene. So if you are into eating just foodie types of food, Louisville has the biggest per capita representation of chef-owned restaurants in the area. So you could have amazing food and really never have to get into a cab. So lots of good times to be had. So I encourage you to check out Louisville and come and stay for the whole weekend and stay for the conference. Speaking of the conference itself, so that will start on Tuesday. If you happen to be a delegate and you're coming to represent your chapter, you will need to come in on Sunday night so that you're there all day Monday, unless you're close driving by. So Monday will be delegate session, delegate training, and you have a substantial discount to be a delegate. Keep in mind this year we are changing things, so you may not know this. You are allowed to send 3 delegates from your chapter, and so they all can have a discount. So that's wonderful. But that means you will be working as well. So you'll be helping us to moderate our courses, our technical sessions. So our technical sessions will start on Tuesday and run through Thursday. It will be a full 3 days. So on Tuesday we will start with our plenary session and panel discussions, and then the rest of the day will be technical sessions. And then on Wednesday, we will have a very exciting keynote speaker, Rob Ballot of Taft Law, who will be talking to us about his discoveries with PFAS. We also have panel discussions that day and technical sessions that day. On Wednesday also, we will be having the awards luncheon. So that'll be a good time, and Steve Laughlin has promised to have special entertainment, and you know Steve is always a terrific performer. On Thursday, we will have two options. One is the emergency response scenario, which will be most likely an all-day event on Thursday. More on that shortly. The other option, for those of you who don't especially want to do an emergency response scenario, you will have a half a day of technical sessions, and the afternoon you will have the option to get a takeout lunch, as well as going on one of several field trips. So those are going to be exciting, and those will be announced with our registration coming up soon. So if you've been around the EHS HazMat Summit before, you know that we take our education very seriously, but we also take our playtime very seriously. We enjoy each other's company, and we enjoy learning more about our profession and continuing to improve ourselves. So come join us and get involved in the EHS HazMat Summit in Louisville, Kentucky, September the 9th through the 11th, 2025.